Y'all want to have a discussion about shooting on 2K24? Been a lot. That went through a lot, man. See the stats. You can talk about it though. You already know. I gotta show something funny though. The state of this game.
Please cut. I feel like learning.
The state of this game is crazy. This is all I'm gonna say.
How did he? What?
He greened it.
Please.
It wasn't blocked, but he greened it. So I don't know. Is Anchor really just like that?
Wait. How did he?
That man said, I don't cheat. Oh my! Alright, so YouTube, yup, what's good with y'all, man? It's KangDooms, and I guess, yeah, this is my first time bringing y'all a pro video, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Well, NBA 2K24 with everything with the updates, the hot fixes, and all that, and making all these new builds and whatnot. All around, I haven't been enjoying this game or the state of it. Now, this is something that I know I can speak on because I play point guard, the guard position, and I done went through the woes with all the builds, all of them. It's a little bit off topic, but as to the title, because I did go crazy this game and just gonna be just talking about how I feel, when to shoot, how to look for your shots, how to get to your spots. Fire layup right there. I will show the build. My thing is, it's too wishy-washy. This game sets me back to 2K16. Now, if you remember 16 and you played it like that, 2K16 was scary. I mean, the defense was really good. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people all of a sudden say now, years later, but wasn't saying it at the time, that it's one of the best 2Ks, one of the greatest 2Ks. I never felt like it was up there, honestly, in my opinion. It's not up there with pre-patch 19, pre-patch 17, and 20 before the animation glitch. What else broke on the post hooks? The Tennessee glitch. 20. Those three were up there in my opinion, and 15 as well, but not 16. But I bring up 16 because of how the shooting was in that game. You would literally have your moments of going 10 for 10, 15 for 15. Like, you just can't stop grinding. And then it's just a stretch of like 2-3 games where you can't, like, it's like the game telling you forget your shot, forget your timing. Now, the thing that I see with 24 is the shot speed, the different shot timings, wide open green right there, the different shot times, the different shot speeds. To me, as a shooter, that is the biggest. That's the biggest deal, because I feel that they put a heavy emphasis on that in the beginning, and it was like this in the beginning. It was like this in the first week of 2K. It definitely was, and now something is switched. Something has changed, and it can't get back to that form for some reason. Because the shot, to me, with each hotfix, each update, the shot speed becomes even more noticeable each time the more that I play this game. And it's tough. It's tough to like. It's tough to enjoy the game for how I play. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, "Well, you got to adjust." No, like, bro, I'm willing. It's not. I'm willing to adjust. I'm literally on a 6'6" build. I want to use a small guard. They have way better animations. They have the better dribble styles. The animations is for my play style, for how I feel I need to play for my team, for people that need point guards. And that's another conversation. You like, small guard is the way, but you can't use a small guard because everything's contested. You're slow. You're not getting the separation that you can get on previous 2Ks. So yeah, I guess we just have to adapt. But at the same time, that's what makes it less enjoyable for us, because of how of how you have to play point, of how you have to play point guard in NBA 2K. You can't compare it to real life at all. If you're looking to only pass in 2K and you feel like, oh my god, ankle scooper. If you're only looking to pass, you want to be a pass first guard. And I know people like this, they only want to look to pass. It's so easy to get boxed like that because the defense, people are smart enough to adapt. Like, even an average rec player is smart enough to adapt. Like, oh, this point, this guard is only passing. What am I stepping for? What am I playing for? What am I playing to contest? Look at the fade. I got to talk about this real quick. So, I'm going to get back to what I was talking about. That shot right there. That was something that I always pull in 2K23. It's still here. You still can pull like whatever would take. Now, my mindset now, I literally have a fucking mindset. If it greens, it greens. If I feel it's open, I'm going to shoot it. That's how I feel now. And I just shoot it. So with this playstyle, my new mindset with this game, it's a lot more fun, which is why I'm posting it. I'm not going to lie. Because overthinking it and thinking about all the shot speed changes, if that's going to be a ghosting test, in which I'm surprised this isn't. Was it? No, I said open. Well, it took away wide open and it said open, so it was some type of contest. But shots like that are still in the game, but of course it's with Limitless. You have to have the badge, the takeover. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But I'll be honest. On my first build, I'm gonna let the video play. I just wanted to show that, talk about that. On my first build, my 99 3-ball, Hall of Fame, everything shoot. Everything. Like, that made no sense to me that it was shots like that I couldn't shoot. And then you see limitless range pop up. That's the only time it pops up. But I had talked to Spillboy on Twitter, and he said it's from a certain distance of it popping up. And I feel it shouldn't be that way. I feel it should go back to how it was in 21 with D3s. How I felt like it was, you could tell if you could shoot from this far with gold, silver, bronze. You could just tell you could just shoot from certain spots depending on your tier badge. That's how I wanted to go back to. And but back on topic, yeah, shots like that, like, it's still in the game, it's still there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna overthink this anymore. I'm 6'6", I got a 94 3-ball. All my shooting is gold, Hall of Fame. It's just time to get back to shooting crack. So I still could play my same game. I still could play it the same way. It's just, you just can't let the game get to you. And that's where we're at with it. Like, the whole state of the shooting, I still do not agree with it. Everything that I see on Twitter, especially with what Splash talks about, because, like, for what he talks about, I agree with the most because I see it too, and it's obvious, and it's multiple people saying it, which is the crazy part. It's multiple people saying it. I will say vast majority is the pro-am, so that's another thing. We have to separate the modes, in which 2K already did with the sliders, it feels, because Pro-Am and Rec don't feel shit alike at all. There is nothing that these modes have in common when it comes to how shooting feels. The only thing that is in common is the shot speed, shot time, and that's in every mode. I can show a clip from the 3v3 event where I feel like I was wide open, but it said at 7%. And that's cool. But, like, as far as, like, feeling like a lid is on the go, just you getting turned off completely, I experienced that the most in Pro-Am. Granted, I do play this the most, but I do get in a lot of rec games too. It's something with the sliders too. That's why it's tough to really say what is what. As in, like, what's the issue? Is it the sliders? I feel like it's in-game mechanics because they got away from what worked when it comes to Limitless. That's why I wanted to go back to D3s and 21. Like, it's just a lot, but nobody knows. Like, we got Mike Wang on Twitter, like, talking about this, and streams talking about this, and everybody's just at a loss. So I feel like it was just a fault somewhere, like, within, I'll say, the engineering department or something like that, because that's what it was with the dunks, with the whole standing dunk and driving dunk thing getting mixed up, or like getting mixed up, because, like, I mean, if you got standing dunk, you should be doing standing dunk. Why do you need driving dunk to do standing dunk? That to me is confusing, and that's also very valuable information as far as pertaining to your build and triggering standing dunks. Because this build, I don't have driving dunk, but I have standing dunk. So when I found out you gotta have 37 driving done 36 to do standard dunks, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are we playing? That was genuinely my reaction to that. And I told myself I'm just gonna thug it out. I'm just gonna stay with this 6'6". It's been working. No, it has no dunk in this second quarter, 3 minutes in. Y'all haven't seen me do one dunk, nothing but layups and threes. That's it. I told myself I'm just gonna thug it out with this build. We gonna leave it at that. That's that. Because I feel that I'm overthinking it too much. I never had to overthink a 2K until 24. Ever. Like, it was just me just hooping. Ooh, that float is nice. That float is nice. Oh my god. But I do have a lot of fun on this build though. Like, with this play style. It's just about the animations you get, like the randomized animations. Like that float I just did, I wish I could do that all the time, but sometimes he don't. He just doesn't. I do got Michael Jordan layup package on, so outside of his iconic floaters that he did, I don't expect too many good animations of the floaters using the engine, which is expected. Yeah, this is just something not to overthink. I feel I'm not saying like nobody or like no guards have that say so over it. What I'm saying is that point guards are going through it the worst more than anybody because of how crazy, like, this is the craziest thing to me. So like in the PNR situation, when you're literally seeing your big set of great animation, a great screen on a defender, on a lock, and it sends them under, I'm looking to shoot that like instantly, right away. I wants to pull. I'm trying to shoot. I'm greening. That's my mindset. That's common basketball. It's PNR basketball. If they go under, you look for your shot. They go over, you attack. Plain and simple. Or you kick out, depending on who steps, who helps. When locks get screened on this, I feel like they get a Mario Kart speed boost, literally. Like they brush right off you. And I play lock too. I have a lock build. I see it. That's why I say this game is crazy. Is to me it's like super easy mode. I'm not gonna lie, because that's more of an advantage for the lock. You're getting screened, but I'm literally watching my character zoom right to you off the animations with gold pick dodger, and I can only imagine Hall of Fame because of course it's a higher tier. So you're coming off the screen way faster. You can just sit on right stick, pretty much have on auto contest, and you're going to contest it because of how strong the defensive aura is. It makes the game easy mode, but I feel that's what 2K's aiming for. Once again, that was one of those shots again. You still can pull those, bro. Only got a 94 3 ball. You only 94. And I feel like from where I'm at shooting this, that's like, fuck it. Like, just shoot. You just gotta shoot. Like, I have silver limitless range. Me being further back, it shouldn't trigger off that. This right here, I feel it's like silver limitless range. If this was the older 2K, this was 21 with D3s. That's what I was saying earlier. 21 with D3s. If it was still in that way, in that manner, this to me is silver range. A little like 2 steps back is gold, and then literally from the logo it's Hall of Fame. That's how I feel limitless range needs to be in 2K. I don't know where. I feel like it changed in 22 when they split up limitless range. It was limitless spot up for catch and shoot, and then chef to shoot off dribble. That's when I think everything went wrong with what they did with limitless range, because 23 it wasn't the same, but you saw a trick. You can tell how big your green window was based off the tier of your limitless range, how far you can shoot. Especially when I made a 99 3 bar, I had Hall of Fame limitless. I was like, oh my god, like I can just tell the green window is just huge from like this spot, from this far. But 24, you gotta have that mindset of like, fuck it, like just shoot, just pull it. If you know your shot, you know your timing, you know your surrounding. This to me is a beautiful shot. I know 99% of the community wouldn't agree with this shot. They would feel like it's a bad shot. I could show a clip of me shooting, like catching the defenders behind me. He's behind me and I'm shooting that, and he speeds up my timing, and it's like a 40%. I posted on Twitter a long time ago. This to me is literally identical to that shot, but because I'm 6'6", that's what makes it open. So it's just something that they did to the game. It's just something that they did to 24. Like, that's why you see me on this build, because now shots like this say open, and I know I can green it. I know that's a good shot. I know that's a shot that I can green. A lot of y'all, let me be specific. A lot of the casuals wouldn't agree with that shot. If I miss that, I'm not getting the ball no more in solo rec. I'm done. I'm not getting the ball no more. My bad, y'all. The lighting just got like super terrible. So, the lighting just got super terrible. So that's the next topic, according to the whole shooting debacle. To me, the meta heights, the meta builds, it's clear cut. It's only 3 of them in my opinion. 6'4", 6'4", 6'6", 6'8". You literally come out with a lineup like that. You can come out with a lineup like that, and you can just run amok. You can just run it up like crazy. 6'4" with the first person I seen with it was Dynasty, the 98 mid. All Hall of Fame shooting except for limitless range pretty much, and I'm not sure if it's any other badges, but everything in the mid is literally wide open. All you got to do is just fade in the mid. Everything is open, unless of course they're right in front of you, they time it correctly or block it, play the ultimate defense. That's different, but outside of that, everything is open. Step backs, pull-ups, anything that's triggering midi magician, all that is going to be open. And that's what the 6'4" with a 98 mid is meta in my opinion, because mid, like, when you shoot a leaning mid as opposed to a leaning 3, you can just tell how big that green window is in the mid, because your person slows down, you see it, you feel it, and it's just there. It's obvious. I can do it with this build. I got an 80 mid on this build with silver mini magician, so I can do it a little bit, in which I experimented with a little bit later in these games, but not this one. This one I just went crazy shooting threes, 32 points, nothing else. Probably steals, but 100% from 3. That's where I was my mindset with this game, just scoring like crazy. Plus it was annoying how they was playing. 6'4", 98 mid. That to me, that's the meta guard build. Now what I do, or how I did my 6'6", you see the passing. I have 91 pass accuracy. A lot of people don't like coming out with the pass accuracy, and it's hard to react to it. Like when I'm locked in, making the right reads, dots and all that, making that right pass, anybody try to help, especially when they see my layups, they want to help like crazy. They want to like, nah, stop them layups, man. Like he ain't about to do this to us. That's how I feel people treat it when they see layups. And so now that I got silver belt, now it's time to like, it's time to make them passes. Just go crazy, just dive. That's what I did to it. Not a lot of people do that. You see a lot of the 77 pass accuracies, of course, so they can have some defense. This one I do have defense. It's more for lanes though. I'm not gonna say on ball. Yeah, I'm not gonna say on ball at all. I would like to play up top. I like playing up top, but I can play lanes really good. But this is not no lock build. I'ma just get moved. I get left stick dribble like crazy. Whenever people see the point guard, whoever they recognize as the point guard, they automatically assume he doesn't have defense, and they're not wrong for thinking that. Like, because that's how it is in 2K. Oh, that's the point guard. Hey, pick on him. He ain't got no defense. Look what he doing. Like, yeah. No, that's completely fair game. That's strategy adjustment. That's you doing the right thing. I fuck with that. It is raining. Oh my god. But yeah, 6'6", they have less of a aura of being contested. Meaning, if they don't, usually you can stand right in front of somebody, and if you reach or you don't put your hands up, that's a good shot if you pull that, if you're shooting that. If you're not baited just because they're in front of you, you still have that mindset of like, oh no, he's right there. Yeah, that's contested. Like that's the best shot. No, that's a good shot. Because 2K, that's one thing 2K got right. That's what it feel like with the 6'6", that they have 100% down pat. That the small guards are missing, which is rattling to me. Because I still feel like I paid my 99 3 ball that is 6'2". I feel like I made that for no reason. That's how I still feel about that build. And the 6'6", I'm like, Bro, that's open. I say that to myself all the time. Like, how come that's not open on my Hall of Fame out shooting build? But on the 6'6" with less shooting, 94 3 ball, less tiers, still some Hall of Fame, but not the big boy badges, not Deadeye, not Blinders, not Agent 3, not Limitless Range, not the big boys, the big boy badges. But I got a bigger area to shoot on the 6'6". That's what it hit me. And then of course using T-Mac. Like T-Mac, he jumped so high on his shot. I don't see no other reason. Like T's, Frisk, B, they got like 6'8" that can shoot. I don't see no reason in them like experimenting, not me telling them what to do or anything like that, because they experiment like the Kevin Herter base, all these other bases, and I'm like, bro, y'all, it's just time to use the T-Mac, bro. Like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, it's just something about T-Mac base. It's just money. Like, when they get to the end of my team, I literally see all those them in-game cards that they do at the end of my team. Like, every 6'6" taller build, every tall build, tall card is going to have T-Mac base because it's clearly the best base. It's T-Mac base literally comes with pre-Deadeye. Like, literally, that's what it feels like. Pre-Deadeye, pre-Blinders, because it felt like this even before I got my badges. I got my badges maxed on the build. So 6'6", you can do whatever you want pretty much to it. That's on you. What I decided to do, I wanted high pass accuracy. I love how passing feels on this game. So I went with the gold passing pretty much. Except for Bella. I think gold Bella was like 95. I think gold Bella is pretty high. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong. Y'all can correct me in the comments. It's pretty high. So, oh my god, it's a dot. Gold Bella. I got silver. It's not perfect. It's better than not having Bella for sure, because I can tell like the jump passes I can get away with. The ones on the gathers I don't get away with too much. Like when I'm going up for a layup, or I do a bunny move, or a two-step spin cycle move. If I do any of those, it's 9 times. If I don't let the animation finish, it's going to go out of bounds 9 times out of 10, or it's going to be a turnover. So yeah, even with Silver Bella. So it's not nothing OP. It's for me, how I play pretty fucking crazy. Like, I'm looking to shoot all the time. This, that, and the third. I want to score. People see that, they're going to show more. They're not going to play as much fake defense. So, like, if I feel like they're playing fake defense and they don't, it's a bailout situation. I need to get rid of it. So, in 6'8", that was the 6'6" and the 6'8". The 6'8" can switch off everything. This is how we play part. This is how we play three modes. I have a 6'7". It's treated as a 6'8" though, because it's a lock swing. I showed y'all the build earlier in the year with so this is why everybody had locks video. That's my lock swing build. And though if you have some interior, you don't need crazy interior unless you're doing it for like a certain badge, or like really only if you got high strength for like certain badges, but it just depends. Some interior, nothing crazy. High perimeter, I got 93. I went for 99 still. You don't have to go for 99 still, but I chose to. And 87 block. And 79 strength for some immovable force. Now, certain builds that's still not good enough. Like if I run into a build with 92 post control, that it's I ain't gonna say it's a wrap for me. I can stay in front, but I'm going to get moved. Because the post control builds, 9 times out of 10 they have strength. That's pretty insane if you make a post control build, unless you're doing it for just like the post hops or like the post spin, because I don't think you don't need strength for that. I could be wrong, but like, because when you spin, you're avoiding. Drop step, you're dropping your shoulder into them. So that's literally 2 different things. 2 different moves, of course. Spin is to evade. Drop is to like position strength, like position yourself and moving the defender. And drop step, that's not something I would do because I don't have high strength. But like the post spin, that's something that I know I could do even with less strength because of how good that it is. And on my lock swing, I get fucking moved. I'm moved. I get bullied. Like that. And that's probably depending on how you do your 6'8" or 6'7" or whatever you decide to do for like for threes or to play lock swing. How I did it, I could play the 3 and the 4, which is what I love about the build a lot. You can switch off everything. It's just switching off everything. How people play this with the dealing with the post control PGs, you're going to get blown by a lot. So for me, I always tell the Broussards or whoever playing back in for me, um, just like if he get by me, just go. Like we just switch off everything. That's the beauty in that. To me, that's what makes that meta. That you're able to switch off everything and still in a position to defend. That's why 6'8s are so good. I just decided to do 6'7, but like I said, I treated it is my 6'7 because it's still considered like that 6'8, just one less height, and that's all that is. So, I feel like I touched on everything I need to touch on. I know I ain't uploaded this, but like I said, I haven't been enjoying this. For me to upload 2K is something that I had to enjoy. That's why y'all saw me upload Tekken 8 the other day. Those that did watch it, I appreciate you. I do have a second channel pertaining to the fighting games, but I'm gonna just like go back and forth and just see like which side is rocking with which, of course. It's only because I'm not too sure where I'm at with 2K. Like I haven't even been posting proing because it's just because the state of the game, and like I was saying earlier, it's so easy mode. Yes, it's still content. Yes, like this, that, and the third, but it's just something you gotta enjoy it. This is something you need to enjoy your time on, and I haven't been because of the constant changes to this game. If they can find some way to go back to week 1, which is a wrap, I think the game is only going to continue to get worse because that's just how it is with 2K and these updates. They touch something, they break something else. That's just what it is. Like we're used to that. The worst shit ever was 2K15 patch 4 when you can literally shoot anything. They didn't do nothing. You couldn't do nothing about the demigod glitch, the 7-2s, all that. I believe you just couldn't it was just something you couldn't load up with them, or you couldn't use them. Like you couldn't load up my career or something, or you couldn't like get any more attributes. They was locked at 92, but at that time, like you got what you needed, like with a 92 and 2K15. It's gonna continue to get worse. The one 2K they should have touched was 18, and that was crazy to me because 18 gameplay wise was the most broken one. Yeah, it had the most issues, and it never got touched once, never. 55 speed, pure sharp. I can do low bars. Like that was insane to me. And now every 2K after that, like they'll be really good in the beginning. Outside to me was current gen 21 because the shooting was crazy on that. But it made sense how they did it. You just had to get your highs ones, and then you was able to green a little bit more. But it still had that feeling of like turning you off. It was still that feeling of turning you off. In 21 current gen. And we need to I feel personally we need to get back to 21 limitless range, deep threes. Just keep it simple. Bronze, it's like 1 step behind the line if you shooting limitless. Silver, 2 steps. Gold, 3. Hall of Fame from the logo. That's how I feel. That's how limitless range needs to be. If you want to make it only a takeover badge, that's perfectly fine. That's cool. That makes sense. And I know a lot of people that would agree with that. Like limitless range should only be that type of badge, which I did a limitless takeoff. Like, but limitless takeoff was buffing. That's a whole nother topic. That's how I feel in 24 though. Like limitless range only works. That's the only time I really see it. That's the only time I'm like comfortable shooting it when I have takeover. That's where I'm at with the state of the shooting on 2K24 with this just everything that I talked about. If you made it this far in the video, I know it's a long video. I might do more like these. I got like a bunch of gameplays. I'm gonna talk about the layups, 2-step. I got like a montage of that, collection of clips of that I can just run through really fast and all that, and talk about how to do them, when to do them, and stuff like that. When not to do them, a lot, bro. So, I'm gonna get another 2K video out for y'all tomorrow. Like, get this daily stuff popping. The Tekken videos are still coming. I'm sitting on a lot of Tekken videos. I really hope y'all rock with the Tekken because that's something I enjoy. You can hear it in how I talk and me talking shit if you actually watch the video. And I know what I'm doing a little bit, like got me feeling myself. Might hop in a couple tournaments, But I'm enjoying it all around. To me, posting content for me is what you enjoy the most. And I always date back to when I used to upload like 3-4 times a day the park videos, even though they got like taken down because I used to do the extra tag shit. Even though they got taken down 2K14 back then, that was when I was like, man, like I'm enjoying this, like I'm just having fun. And that's what that I gotta find a way to get back to that in 2K, because 2K at this point it's catered to me. I mean, I'll be honest, I said it's catered to the casuals. How this game plays, you literally have people that can just left stick around you, left stick around lots. Oh, 2K's that shit is getting stoned. You can't do that. It made more sense to me if you doing a dribble move of getting around somebody than now them just left sticking around you, just walks into the paint or going to a post. To me, that's the most easy most shit you can have in the game, in basketball terms at that. Because in real now, I gotta be careful with this, because like you just talking about like this, that, and the third with the shooting, like with the IRL. Like, I know, I get it. Just dribbling in front of somebody, they're going to get stoned. They're going to reach on you in real life. So, and in 2K, 9 times out of 10 is going to be a foul, or they're going to slide right off you. You only get bumps and like that if they do a dribble move, which is why I understand why they just try to left stick around you or left stick through you, because like you're not going to lose the ball. Like, you're not going to get plucked like that. That's only when you start doing dribble moves, which is like a slap in the face to guards that know how to dribble or know how to get to their spots. And yeah, that's tough to witness, but it is what it is at this point. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's a long video, like very minimal edit. I talked about a lot. I'm gonna like put like snippets and stuff like throughout social media and stuff, but this is like the long length video. Hope y'all enjoy this. And nothing else really for me to say, man. Like I said, next video I'll probably talk about like 2 steps out of lefts and stuff, more in depth with my build, if y'all interested in that, of course. But KangDooms, I'm out. Y'all see the socials right above me. 2K next is like, don't have to hit up the Cash App for stream purposes, TikTok, all that above me. Sorry. KangDooms, I'm out, y'all. Peace.